Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Ring Handicap London. The London course has just been released literally hours ago, and we've got our first event, and here's Dino leading out in the Bumblebee. Bunching up quite nicely, it's a good little group for tonight's event. Shouting out, we see Dino, Ross, Parker, Howard, Stokes, Chiba, Adzim is there, James New, Marsland, and possibly Plummer I've missed out. So we're rolling along the beautiful banks of the Thames. They've done a great job here, the Zwift team, as we watch them come around the bend and go up a slight incline. This is Dino's live messaging here. Just telling everyone to group up. We're not racing at this stage, but just having a little look around the new course. Riddell is here too. He's coming in and out. I think he's having technical difficulties, Riddell. I'm not too sure. This is before the flag has even dropped, and Ross and McBrien seem to have opened up a gap. I'm not sure if they know what's going on. I think there may be some difficulties. This is the first event on this course, literally only hours old, but nevertheless we see ride leader Davies here at the front of affairs, trying to bring the pack together, doing a great job really of marshalling the troops. This is really all the current and frequent best of the TBR group here, with possibly Heavey and Juice, who are not here tonight, but they're doing a great job. This is Dino, Marsland, Adzim, Howard, Plummer, Chiba, I forgot to mention before, Stokes, who's there, and New. And moving ahead, racing is live now. McBrien's been caught back into the pack, and Dino says go, go, go TBR. And straight away New. James New, we've seen this in the last couple of events, especially the flat events at Richmond. James New puts the group under pressure, and it's McBrien and Plummer who bring him back. And now with Ross, so we'll remember Ross was off the front early before racing began, so he's obviously off the gas here and just coming back. And McBrien, Plummer, Marsland, Adzim at the front of the gap, and Rossi just won't come back. And looking at this now, we're looking overhead, and Plummer, Marsland at the head of this group, then McBrien, Plummer, Adzim, Ross. So they've settled into a good rhythm here. This is Marsland at the head of the group. Looking forward to McBrien and Sheba. Sheba had gone off the front, and McBrien again taking it upon himself to pull the group back towards him. So Sheba, McBrien as they turn around. I like that feature of the course. You can see who's close behind you, and if you're trailing you can see who's in front. So rolling down the mall. They have done a great job here at Zwift. Dino says this is lap 2, so there's been a little bit of toing and froing, bit of sorting out the group for the first lap, as they split across the road. And Dino, I don't think Dean's under handicap weight tonight, so he's just riding. He's sick again. He's always sick, Dean. Just running finely close to the edge, just like a GC contender. This is New now, again off the front. New off the front, look at him out of the pedals, 580, 500 watts. And Plummer goes with him as we look at the back, and Davies is there trying to bring back Parker, who we haven't seen very much of. And Riddell we see is there, but struggling on tonight's occasion, struggling to go with the group. So it's Ross, Chiba, Stokes and Adzim. This is still Plummer and New. This pair have tried to get away a couple of times previously in TBR events. And they are away really. They've prized open 4 seconds from the group. So if they work together here, they might just make this stick. they've not made this stick. They come back to the group, so they're all together. The first leading 6 or 7 now is on the road. Plummer, McBrien, Marsland, New, Chiba, Stokes is there, and Parker. Dean just going off the front, but remember, I don't think he's under handicap weight, so he's just there. So it's a good little group. Good little group working together, just riding steady, waiting to see what will happen next. Chiba at the head of affairs from Japan. And they roll along, and here, not New again, it is James New attacks yet again. He's really softening up these riders, and off he goes. 2 seconds, quickly he gets. Nice little attack here. Plummer's not been able to go with him. McBrien looks to be taking it upon himself again. He's doing a great job of chasing down all these breaks, McBrien, tonight. He looks fresh. Looks like he's doing well. As Plummer just comes up and they all come back together yet again. New, Ross, Davies, Plummer, Marsland, McBrien, Chiba and Stokes. Overhead view here we see nicely. It's stringing out a little bit. New puts the pressure on again. Look at him go. Look at him go. This must be the 3rd or 4th time he's tried to make the attack. And he just can't get away. It's Marsland and McBrien again closing the gap. The London course is proving to be a fantastic course for racing, with attacks and surges, people chasing, bringing the group back together. And this is Stokes and Chiba now under pressure at the back. Stokes out of the saddle to keep up. Ross is 5 seconds back. I think he could be done. And Parker looks a distant memory after that. This is Stokes coming around the U-turn. Can he get back on terms? If they work together, that's the key here. If they can realise and work together, they'll do well. The leading group, Marsland, Davies, McBrien, New and Plummer. Looks like Stokes and Chiba will get back on here. So there'll be 7 again. Riders are working hard. All the heart rates we can see as they go under the banner. For the 3rd lap now, Dean says. And 7 together they go. Overhead again, coming up the incline. This looks like McBrien now off the front. He's had enough of chasing down attacks. He goes off the front. Looking at 450 watts steadily now. The question will be, is this the attack that sticks? He's still out of the saddle, McBrien, at 4.4 watts per kilogram under handicap weight. We'll remember everyone's handicapped here, so they should be the same FTP watts per kilogram. McBrien settles in. He's gotten 5 seconds on the chasing group. This is Marsland, and they're all at sea. They're strung out, though. This chase group really needs to get organised, otherwise McBrien could be the escape that goes. That's New and Plummer again now. So McBrien, 5 seconds to New and Plummer, and another 3 seconds back to the rest of the group. I'm not sure they're going to do it if they remain splintered. This attack seems to have come at the key stage in the race. He looks to be a fair chance of staying away here, McBrien. Although Plummer, New, Marsland, Stokes and Davies pull back together. If they work together, I think they'll get him. Dean says last lap. As we take a moment to go inside the head of the lone breakaway. It really is a lonely business. And in some senses you have to have your head just completely empty. You've made the effort to break away, and you settle into a time trial rhythm, and that's it. You have to empty your head of all ideas, get rid of the thoughts of pain, and keep pressing on the pedals. That's what McBrien's doing here. He's 4 seconds away, but the chasers seem to be organised. It's a slight uphill to this U-turn. That'll help the riders on the smart trainers. As they turn the bend, and the gig looks to be up here for McBrien. A nice little ride, but McBrien comes back to the group. The question now will be, of course, can he hold on, or will the effort have told too much, and will he get shelled? He's remaining at the front for a little while. So we're back to pretty much the whole group on terms now. So it's going to be a question now of who has conserved their energy well enough. We've seen New do a lot of attacks, and here's another one. I was just going to say, surely New's legs will be spent. He's gone off the front 3 or 4 times. Here he goes again, and puts a second or 2 into the group. Again, it'll be a question of the chasers getting organised, using the drafting, and bringing him back. Otherwise, that small gap could be enough today. We're close to the finish now. Round the roundabout. So New in front, leading by a second now only to Plummer, Marsland, Stokes. McBrien's gone. The effort has proven too much. So here's New as he comes down the mall. Overhead shot. Fantastic pictures. Down the mall. New's out of the saddle. Marsland looks to bring it back. It's all back together now. So Marsland from New, trying to keep track of what's happening. This is Plummer now out of the saddle. Drives it to the line. Plummer, I think he's going to get there. Plummer, Stokes, Marsland, New. Handicapless Davies, McBrien over the line. A distant minute away perhaps. That's got to be the best race of the TBR event series. Chiba's still coming. Parker pushing strongly. Everyone's done a great ride tonight. As ever, join the group on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. We hope you're enjoying the race series. We'll see you again shortly.